Hi, welcome back to another session of the Interpretation of Faith. Today I want to talk about religion of birth and why. Proverbs 4, 5 through 8 in the King James Version reads, "Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." Now the Bible makes it clear to all believers of Scripture that their number one thing that they must do is get wisdom and get understanding. Now, one of my favorite movies is The Waterboy. You know, Adam Sandler plays the role of Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher was raised by his mother and educated by his mother. But the problem with that was Bobby's mother was not qualified to teach him. Everything she taught him from birth pretty much was wrong. The problem with that is Bobby Boucher didn't find out how wrong his mother was until he went to college and tried to share some of his knowledge with the class. When the professor asked the class, "Where does happiness come from?" Bobby raised his hand with confidence that he knew the right answer. In Bobby's mind, surely his mother couldn't be wrong. So when the professor called on Bobby, this is what he said. "Mama said that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that comes down when you're feeling blue." Now, for a child under the age of 4, it's okay to tell them something like that, only to correct it at a later age. The professor then asked another question of the class, and once again, Bobby raised his hand to answer the question as to why alligators were so ornery. Bobby said, "My mama said that alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush." Bobby could not understand why everybody in the class was laughing at him, and then he became angry when the professor informed him that once again, Mama's wrong. If you ever seen the movie, you all know that you know what happened next. In a blind rage, Bobby gets up and attacks the professor because he had the audacity to tell him that his mother was wrong. Now, we could all laugh at Bobby Boucher and call him stupid for believing such foolish nonsense his mother had told him. But before we laugh at Bobby Boucher because he suffered from a form of cognitive dissonance, let me ask you one question. What are some of the things you believe that your parents told you when you were a child? Are you superstitious? How do you feel about black cats crossing your path? Do you knock on wood for good luck? Or do you have a lucky charm of any kind? You know, things such as a lucky t-shirt that you wear to a football game or a basketball game? A lucky penny? Or do you find it comforting to do a certain thing at a certain time every day? If so, then you're superstitious. When thinking about your choice of religion, have you ever asked yourself, why are there so many different religions, and why is it that each religious belief are broken down by location? And why do the vast majority of people have the same religion as their parents? Think about this for a moment. People in Saudi Arabia are mostly Muslim. People in Mexico are mostly Catholic Christians. People in Israel are mostly Jewish. Or if you were born in India, you will most likely be a Hindu. Or if you were born in Tibet, you'll most likely be a Buddhist. And people have mostly the same religion as their parents. Yet most people have the audacity to think that their religion alone is the absolute truth. But what many religious people fail to grasp is that if they were born elsewhere or to parents of different beliefs, they likely share those beliefs as well. We must understand one thing about truth. Truth have no boundaries or borders. Truth is not subjective. It can only be objective. Anywhere in the world, you will find that statement to hold true, because truth cannot be changed in order to suit someone's belief. In America, 2 plus 2 equals 4. The same holds true if we were to travel thousands of miles to another country. 2 plus 2 will always equal 4. If you view the belief of God objectively and not subjectively, then our mathematical theory should hold true as well when it comes to who God is. Because if there is a God, and if he has revealed himself to all these people in different nations that are making such claims to know him, then it would not matter what part of the globe God has appeared on. We would all expect the same principles of mathematics to apply in the identity of God, just as we would expect the same as 2 plus 2 equals 4. So in drawing our conclusion, we must ask ourselves, either God is intentionally telling people different things in order to sow confusion, or there is no God, and each person that claims to know or hear from God has only conjured up this belief in their imagination. This could be because each person may have a strong desire to believe something higher than oneself. So it is safe to say that through their psyche, they have conjured up this idea of what and who God is to them. So, I just want you to know this. If God spoke to someone in the Middle East, surely the same thing he said in that area of the globe, he would say it in a different part as well. Because we all know that there is supposed to be only one God. So he shouldn't be giving different stories to each person that he meets. Well, I thank you. That's all the time we have for today. Once again, I thank you all for joining me, tuning in to the Interpretation Effect. Just check me out on YouTube. And as I said before, leave a comment in the box. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Let me know if you don't agree with what I'm talking about. And crush that like button. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for listening. Peace out.
Running